Hello everyone, since there are multiple different ways to set up every single LMG and there are multiple different playstyles that you can use with LMGs, I decided to narrow this down by choosing one playstyle and using a similar setup for each one of the LMGs to fit that playstyle. And then based on those setups, along with using the same class setup with every LMG, I played with every single LMG in multiple different matches and was able to narrow down what I feel is the best LMG. And that would be the PKM. And the playstyle I was using was either using a shotgun or a SMG as my primary weapon, and then I would have an LMG as the secondary weapon. And then for perks, I would run EOD, Overkill, and Amped for the faster weapon swap, and EOD so I don't get killed right away by explosives. And then I run Specialist with this setup with Ghost, Scavenger, and Battle Hardened. And to follow up with that, C4 for the lethal and Stim for the tactical. The field upgrade I used was Dead Silence. Then here's the PKM setup that I was using, and here's the MP5 setup that I was using. Now the idea with this class setup was to have the MP5 for anything close range. Anywhere where there's tight corners, where I'm coming around a corner, or even if I'm in the open, but I'm moderately close to somebody, I'm going to be using the MP5. But as soon as I have a lane held, or if I'm at medium to long range, I pull out the PKM and I laser down the enemy. And because you have Amped, you can get into that position with the MP5 and then quickly swap to your PKM and then pull it up and then start shooting down the enemy. The only real downside of using the PKM is the reload time. If you can't stand the reload time on the PKM, the Bruin is just about as good as the PKM. It used to be better than the PKM, I would say, but then they nerfed it, but it is still extremely good. I just find at range it takes a little bit longer to take enemies down than the PKM does. But here's the setup that I was using, and as you can see, I do have the 60 round mag. One final thing I would like to say is that aside from the PKM and the Bruin, the MG34 and the Finn LMGs are ridiculous. The amount of DPS these two weapons do is crazy. They drop people so fast. It's just that at range, the recoil bounces around so much, and I find it hard to see enemies when I'm shooting because the bullets are spraying everywhere. Even if you're controlling the recoil, it still bounces a lot. But regardless, if you don't plan on using LMGs at range, I would still highly recommend the MG34 and the Finn. If you do plan on using the MG34, this is what I found to be a really effective setup for it. And if you plan on using the Finn, this is the setup I used for the Finn that I found to be pretty effective. That's all I got for you in this video. If you have any questions at all, please post them in the comments section. Leave a like if you found this to be helpful. Subscribe for more. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.